is beautiful Monday morning right here in H-Town, Houston, Texas. Good morning, Houston. In fact, good morning around the country. Before I get into who's standing next to me, I want to tell you guys a funny joke I heard this morning. What do you call it? Because I have a lot of friends in Louisiana, so this is for you guys. What do you call a very large Louisiana who lies a lot?
Oh.
A jambalaya. A jambalaya. Oh my gosh. I'm sorry. I'm ruining your morning by coming up with such silly stuff. But let me introduce you guys first. And while you're here, subscribe to our channel. MyScreenKit.net, KingofSolarScreens.com. Anywhere in this country, we will ship you our screens. 3 days flat. That's how we do it. Standing to my right is a young man named Eric. He owns a company right here in Houston called Sunny Solar Screens. Eric, tell us about yourself.
Well, my name is Eric. I own Sunny Solar Screens here in the Houston area. I service Friendswood, League City, Pearland, all the areas to the southeast, all the way down to Galveston.
Galveston, too.
I do Galveston.
Wow.
I like Galveston.
You know, Galveston's got a lot of third-story homes. You're all right with that?
That's true.
I know for me,
I'm not okay with that.
I always tell folks, I joined the Navy because I love to swim. I do not like to go up high. I'm certainly not jumping out of anything high. I tell you what.
I'm okay with going high. I'm not okay with falling from high.
Well, at least the ground will catch you, right?
So, I guess what we're saying is that we both do 2 stories, and we won't do 3-story buildings.
That's it. I know. I try to run from them 3rd stories. I think I hired you one day, didn't I, to help me
true.
Down there in what was that, Tiki Island? He helped me go to a 3rd story because I was shaking. My Lord, was I shaking! Good morning. We see you. I love it. So, beautiful. Well, tell me your phone number. Tell the world your phone number.
Oh, the phone number to Sunny Screens is 346-643-1777.
Beautiful. Sunny Solar Screens, Friendswood, Pearland, all the way down to Galveston.
All the way down to Galveston.
I love it. I love it. Look at that. There's no reason for competition. We're both just trying to make a living, take care of our families.
It's true.
And make you guys happy at the same time by making your home cool and maybe saving you at least 20%. 25, maybe even 30% on that electric bill. But today, guys, we're coming to you. We're going to talk about frame because we get a lot of questions about this. What is the proper frame to use, color-wise? Eric, do you run into that where folks are like, what color should I choose?
I don't think the people talk about what color they should choose as much as whether they should go with a 1-inch or a 3/4 inch frame.
And what Eric means by that is typically in solar screens, we'll use the 1-inch frame. You guys hear me preach this all the time. Of course, I have a longer stick of 3/4 next to me that we typically use for insect screens, of course, for replacements. But we do have some windows here in the Houston area that a 1-inch frame is basically a 1/4 inch over the glass. And I understand where 3/4 would come in, so at least that frame is hidden, and we have all of our view through the glass, and we're not losing any of it because of our solar screen, or at least the framework around it. So I do agree with that.
Oh, it's certain circumstances.
Exactly.
A lot of people will use just 1-inch. They won't use 3/4 of an inch at all, and they might put this over your window. And when you're looking from the inside of the window out, you'll be able to see this piece of the frame. And in those certain circumstances, using a 3/4 inch frame, I think is great.
Yep, I agree with that. Now we do try hard in the industry to always use 1-inch because we know solar screen is a very heavy material. We keep it very taut, so we need a nice, solid, rigid frame that keeps that from waving in the wind, if you will. And we see that sometimes out there.
We do see that sometimes.
A lot of wrinklies, a lot of waves. My Lord, they're waving at you when you drive by. But that's a great statement to make, good question to make. And I know, of course, we build a lot of screens for you. Actually, we build all your screens, which I love because we're obviously a manufacturer by trade. And then, of course, we go out and take care of Houston and do the measures and install for the folks around here. And I like that. So beautiful. Now, primarily, there's 4 colors of frame: white, bronze, tan, and champagne. And I love to tell folks it's not the kind of champagne that you get to drink. It's the color. Maybe that's a little cheesy. I don't know. But that's primarily the 4 main colors of frame. And, of course, you're the same way as I am, Eric. We suggest you strongly to choose the same color that your windows are now. And we do that because, like, for instance, if you have white framed windows, and let's say you go with that dark bronze, when we install this, you are more likely to see a little bit of the white from your actual windows coming around, especially when your screens have, or I'm sorry, your windows have the track for the screen.
Yeah.
And we love the track because we can pretty much tell you hands down that you're not going to have any kind of bugs getting in because they're nice and tight in that track. And that's always encouraging because I love rolling my windows up. Good Lord, what am I driving? I'm going to roll my windows up. I love my windows open, especially like this morning. I mean, we're in the 60s here in Houston this morning.
Beautiful today.
It is gorgeous. I can't wait to get out and work because I'm willing to bet I won't break a sweat at all. And you've got an install. You just loaded up. You're going to break a sweat? Oh, my gosh.
Anytime I got to climb up that ladder.
Oh my! That's, you know, in my wife, I always had her with me because she would, even though I know she couldn't catch me, it was just safe to know that she was down there, and it kept me from. Because I'd get up in some of them windows, and I tell her, "There's no air up here. It's too high."
It's too high.
She'd laugh at me every time. "Oh, you're okay. I'll catch you." No, you're not. But I love it because she's always down there at the bottom of the ladder, helping me out, just giving me the courage. So I understand that when you get up there and you're like, "Meh."
After 20 years, have you ever fallen off a ladder?
Not really. I slipped once.
Okay.
Yeah, I kind of went down a little bit, but not much. But my brother did. Richard, I think you've met him, the bald brother. He, I want to say he was at a second-story window and something slid out. I think he was on gravel or something that slid out.
Oh, yeah.
And he came down and he said he laid in those bushes because it knocked the air out of him. He said he laid in them bushes for what felt like 10 minutes trying to get his breath back. Homeowner came out and says, "Richard, where are you?" "I'm down here."
I'm hiding in your bushes.
Exactly, he was hiding in the bushes.
That's terrible.
But he said it knocked the air out of him and hurt his arm or something. But he was okay. I know he was okay. So, but I'm going to throw out that here in Houston, folks, I know without a shadow of a doubt, I'm the only one carrying the 1-inch mill frame, which I love, which is basically it's silver or unpainted. Now, in our industry, again, we call it mill. And I know without a doubt I'm the only one carrying 1-inch frame in Houston that's mill. For the longest time, I was also the only one carrying 1-inch black. But now I have a competitor with that, and I'm not going to even call them a competitor. They're actually a friend, and I like that because it allowed me to have a backup for some more black frame just in case I run out. But the mill, unfortunately, comes from way up north, from my favorite company, Screen Co., which is an American-made everything. Everything's milled right here in our country, which I love. As you guys always know, I stress American-made, and I stand to that. I love that about what we do. The idea behind it is support our local industries before overseas industries.
For sure.
No disrespect when I say that, but I'm going to support locally owned companies before imported companies. So, but I like that. So the 4 colors are framed. Choose what's right for you. Just like you do with each one of your customers, you're going to give them the idea, hey, choose this one over this because it matches.
I think maybe only half the time we even talk about frame color.
Exactly.
Because it's obvious which color you should go with.
I agree with that.
Every now and then a customer will tell me, I'm getting ready to paint my house. I'm going to paint it some color like this or whatever. So then we can actually choose a color that's going to go along with their future plans. But other than that, I usually just match up the color to what you have.
Beautiful. I like that idea. If someone's going to change their color of their paint in a due time to match that frame with their new paint color, that's not a bad idea.
Yeah.
I like that. Beautiful. 1-inch, 100% made in America. Of course, Eric, you talked about 3/4 inch and how it has its place as well in our industry. And for you folks around the country, this is unfortunately what you're going to find at your local box store. It's just 3/4 inch.
There's no option for 1-inch at all.
No, I mean 1-inch. You really have to go to a distributor like us, or somewhere else in the country that has a manufacturer like us who stocks 1-inch.
Yeah.
And so for you do-it-yourselfers, this is what you're going to find out at the box store.
And it won't be a mitered edge either.
Oh, you're right. It's going to be one of those plastic.
It'll be a plastic corner.
Which I have some 1-inch ones. Of course, you guys have seen me reach behind the bench. It's a 1-inch plastic corner, but you're right. It's the only thing you can get because they don't sell the mitered aluminum corners in the box stores. That's one thing I love about the My Screen kit is you can have the option of the plastic corner. And of course, you guys know we talked about this last week. We're getting ready to offer the mitered cut, no extra charge.
Oh.
Yeah, I was going to charge like $100 extra. No, I wasn't really going to. Yeah, $100. $100 extra for a miter cut. Ha ha! Everyone would be like, I'm just going to buy my own miter saw. Because, the miter saws are what, $100. But no, I kid. We're going to do it for free for a little while, but that's going to become your option, and I love that. So, guys, I appreciate you tuning in. We're going to make this one quick and easy. We just wanted to talk some frame this Monday morning. we both have a bunch of installs today. So, of course, he's got to climb a ladder and shake his tail feathers in fear. I won't give it much thought. At least I'll pretend like I'm not thinking about it. But then again, you guys heard me talk the other day. Today, this morning, I'm heading out to Missouri City to install that couple who works at the VA in Houston. They came to this country to take care of our veterans, and I love it. And you guys heard me talk about the gentleman, the husband in that marriage. He spent his first 6 years actually going out in the community and taking care of homeless vets, bringing them into the VA, getting them medical treatment. And sadly, even those who have substance problems, he was able to help them out. And I really wish that our country would come together and take care of our veterans a little bit better. Honestly, I'm a veteran, of course, 6 generations in my family, and you guys have heard me talk about that 100 times. And so I'm excited to go see them this morning because of that, just because of what they do for other men and women like myself that are military vets. It's beautiful, guys. MyScreenKit.net. Log on, order some kits. We ship them out almost immediately, usually same or next day. If you have a question, maybe you have an idea, a thought, send it to us. If I can't answer, I bet you this stud next to me, Easy E, called you that a bunch. Easy E. All right. I've never heard that before. I hope I didn't steal that from anybody. Easy E. Eric. You guys think of Eric, Sunny Solar Screens right here in Houston. Throw your number out again, boss.
346-643-1777.
Looked like you had to think about that. Ha! The feeling is real. What is my phone number again? Oh, my Lord. Send us any thoughts, questions, ideas, folks. We're here for you. You guys have a blessed week. And now I'm going to reach in and shut this off. Where do I do that? Right there. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much.